Hi, and welcome to the Year 5 Autumn Curriculum Meeting. In this short video, we're just going to talk about what the children in Year 5 are going to be learning about this year. So we'll start off looking at our theme learning. So you can see for the first half term, we're learning about Stone Age to Iron Age. It's a fantastic history topic, which allows us to examine changes in Britain across the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, and the Iron Age. And then in the second half term, we're going to be looking at the Mayans. So again, it's another fantastic history topic, really interesting. We're looking at an ancient civilization, and this has also got an emphasis on geography mixed in with the history as well. Both of these topics are also brilliant for art and design, so we're going to get some fantastic artwork done as part of our learning as well.
In terms of literacy, this term we've got a wonderful book called Wolf Brother, and as a result of that, we're going to be doing some incredible writing. We're going to be doing some work around fiction, non-fiction, as well as some excellent poetry. Homework you'll find coming out on a Wednesday that'll have literacy on there, but also an array of different subjects rotating each week. There'll be spellings on there, which each Tuesday children will be tested on. It would be great if you could do some work on that around at home. You can encourage your children to practice those spellings, use them in different ways, look at some dictionary definitions, use them in context. That'd be fantastic. And we've also got our topic super spellers. So those lists are on Dojo, and you can get Eternal Glory, a certificate, 10 merits for each half term that you complete your topic super spellers. So it'd be great to see children, especially those that perhaps got their purple badges, challenging themselves and pushing themselves, and also using those in their writing as well. That's what we're going to be really encouraging. In terms of spelling, punctuation, grammar, we've got an objective each week that we're looking at that will be linked to our writing, and children will be practicing that. And then handwriting sessions are taught discreetly and we practiced each week as well.
And to support your children's reading, we do offer the children to visit our class library every day. We read 15 minutes every day after lunchtime. So it's great if they have their own books coming in from home, but we have plenty of books in our class library. They can also visit the school library every Friday, where they can change those books each week. Please do record all of the children's home reading in the link books, and that will give them merits each time that it is recorded. And yeah, we would love to continue to support children's reading each and every day.
Brilliant. And then just quickly looking at numeracy as well then. So over these two half terms, we've got a few different areas we're going to be looking at. Place value, which is what we're starting with now. We'll be going on to addition and subtraction, looking at line graphs and constructing timetables and analysing them. We'll also be learning about multiplication, division, and calculating perimeters and areas of 2D shapes. Where appropriate, we'll also be applying what we've learned in other areas of the curriculum. So we always love the opportunity to do some cross-curricular learning. So how can we mix in some maths with our history or geography as part of what we do in our topics? And just to repeat as well what we said about homework. Homework goes home on a Wednesday, and that's a really big part of reinforcing what the children learn in their numeracy lessons. Hopefully, we would love it if all children had a go at their homework. And we think it's really important if you do have a go, that really helps them reinforce what they've learned in class. In addition to what we teach in maths lessons, we will also continue to do maths meetings every day before lunch. And these are really quick fire activities we do as a class, and that really helps reinforce what we've done in lessons. But also there are some things that perhaps we don't always teach as much on the timetable. So things like time, money, things that come up during lessons, but perhaps we don't have a dedicated unit for, and this really helps build children's knowledge around those areas. Okay.
So RHE, we've got two topics for the autumn term. So the first one we start with changing friendships, and then we've got celebrating strength and setting goals. So within both of those topics, we'll have a chance for lots of discussion, lots of partner work, lots of shared understanding of what it kind of means, lots of opportunities for children to work collaboratively together on those, and sort of raise their self-awareness, I suppose, in managing their feelings and empathy. So really important that we use those as best as we can.
And Spanish, I'm very excited to get stuck into some Spanish topics this term. We'll be looking at Spanish phonics to ensure that children are pronouncing Spanish phonics correctly. We'll be building on word-based to sentence level and building that basic communication in Spanish. We would love to encourage the children to practice their Spanish at home, and we do have an app that they are able to use at home called Language Angels. So we'll be able to give some of their logins to them so that they can recap some of our songs and games that they've been playing in class.
Okay, and as you can see, our science over these 2 half terms, we're starting by looking at properties of materials, which builds on a lot of the things the children have learnt already across Key Stage 2 and Key Stage 1. So it's a really good unit looking at changes in materials and going a bit deeper on what children already know about materials from earlier on in the school. And we'll be also looking in autumn 2 at animals, including humans, where we consider the stages of human development. So very interesting science topics for us to cover there.
Computing is very exciting. Also, this term we're looking at computer systems. So we're developing and understanding how information is transferred between systems and devices. So that's a really good starting point for the computing curriculum this term. And then afterwards, even more excitingly, we're looking at video production. So we're going to have a go at shooting some of our own films using some of the software that we have on the iPads here. Children always really love this topic, and it's just a fantastic one to get them engaged. So yeah, we look forward to it.
In RE, our first big question will be, who is Jesus? Where we'll be studying Christianity in more detail. And after half term, we'll then be investigating why ancient stories still are important for some religions and worldviews today.
Okay, PE days are at the moment Wednesday and Friday. Obviously, sometimes this might change depending on who's in school and how our timetable kind of works out. Please, can you make sure all children have the correct PE kit with them on those days? It's really helpful. It helps encourage them to get involved. Our real PE is still what we teach a lot of in the hall. So that's our ABCs, that's agility, balance and coordination. And on top of that as well, we also have a weekly games. So I know we're starting off looking at hockey, and then we're going on to, I'm trying to think now, it must be another invasion game, which we'll look forward to.
And we've also got Forest School as well.
Forest School coming up as well,
so we've got the autumn
amazing.
term of Forest School. But that's we'll let you know the dates nearer the time.
Yeah.
In terms of staffing, you've obviously got the three of us across the two classes. The teaching assistants you've got in 5MS and Mrs. Dillon, and you've got Mrs. Mystery and 5RI. Additionally, just for the autumn term, in 5MS, we also have a student teacher called Miss Akand as well, who is joining us, and she'll be doing some teaching with us as well. PPA time we have on a Wednesday morning, and both classes are taught by Mrs. Wilkin and Mrs. Firkins. Now, Mrs. Firkins is our PE expert, so she'll be rotating through and doing both PE lessons, which we're really lucky to have. There is a list of kind of dates for your diary up there. There is a newsletter coming out shortly, which will have more dates, but these are the ones we've kind of thought were most important. We'll draw your attention to our class performances. We've got Mr. Ingram's, which we know we haven't actually listed on there, but is also on the 26th of September.
Yeah, I think mine's blended in with European Languages Day, but it's fine. It's an important date on your diary, so you should have it in your calendar.
An exciting day all
great,
round.
Yeah.
And then we've got 5MS also, their class performance 2 weeks later. And parents' evening, school photographs, lots of things going on. But those are the main ones for your diary. And as I said, there will be a newsletter published shortly with more dates coming out. So we just want to say thanks so much for listening and taking the time to join us. We've got a few more things to go through.
So just some quick reminders then. Class Dojo is like our main communication portal. We obviously do have link books as well, but please do check Class Dojo regularly. We often post things on there about what we're doing in class. We've got learning letters. We celebrate our stars of the week, our star writers. All of those great things are put on there. So please do check it regularly. If you have any problems at all with that, or you're not getting messages, you can't see the class story, please let us know, because it might mean you're missing out on something important.
Yep. And then we'll end, if you could pause the video and have a look at the end of year expectations for year 5. So this is our maths end of year expectations. You can have a look at those in further detail if you pause now. And then here is our reading and writing expectations for the end of year 5.
Super. Thanks for listening to us.
Thank you very much.
If you've got any questions, please let us know. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.